We're in the eye of the storm, folks. The Bitcoin price right now could potentially be on the brink of breaking out of this absolutely massive pennant pattern formation. But if it doesn't, could we potentially be setting up for one of the most heinous Bitcoin bull traps in all of history? Let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. So let's not waste any time and get right down to it. Now let's keep things simple here. If you are subscribed to this channel, then you would know that we've been paying very close attention to this pennant pattern formation, which to me looks like it could wind up being one gigantic descending triangle. Now, per classical technical analysis theory, descending triangles are bearish patterns, and if we look back here at the top of our last run, we can see that Bitcoin stuck in a nearly picture-perfect descending triangle before collapsing to the downside. And back here again in 2018, after this massive bull run, we could see that Bitcoin also created yet another descending triangle before collapsing to the downside. This is quite worrisome for me here, but the fact of the matter is that right now we are more so towards the top of this structure than we are towards the bottom. I mean, this is a nice retest and bounce here. This is a strong move. What would really worry me is if we were to see a back test down towards this range, because folks, it's at that point that this is really starting to look exactly like what we've seen in the past when we've already seen our market cycle top come in, and then we are essentially watching the fallout happen before the massive capitulation collapse. I just wanted to preface the stream with that so you understand my come from when we're looking at this from a macro perspective, and I hope you enjoyed that. Now, as you can see, Bitcoin right now is sandwiched in between a support here and a resistance here. We also have this downward sloping trend line of resistance, which connects our two swing high tops. We're getting very close to the trend line right here, right now. And you can see that right now we are finding horizontal resistance right here. And if we just draw a trend line right from that peak and we draw it over, I mean, this is textbook stuff here, folks, right? You can see we have all of this prior support and resistance flipping over here, but even more so in the current day. Look at this. About a week or two's worth of resistance here, and then boom. You just can't make this stuff up. Ding, 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 chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan. You can see that the bears have stepped back in at this level once again, and we are finding some sell pressure here. Although nothing too worrisome at this point for me, but it has been 3 days now where we've seen the Bitcoin price fail to move higher off of this impulse move. And after such an impulsive move, you really would like to see follow through. I mean, consolidating higher here really isn't a problem. The problem for me is really where we're consolidating, and that's really close to this downward sloping resistance line, really close to our old macro swing high top here up at about 53,000. And the fact of the matter is, folks, is that we have also seen severe weakness here in the US equities market. This is a chart of the S&P 500. You can see here over the past several weeks, we have seen an extreme turn to the downside. Now, this is interesting because generally equities are characterized as risk-on assets. And generally, cryptos are characterized as risk-on assets as well. So right now, seeing this downturn in the S&P 500 is quite concerning to me. Also, taking a look here at the US dollar index chart, you could see that we're still in a very bullish uptrend here on a micro/macro level, in my opinion. It does appear to me right now that we are forming somewhat of a rounding bottom here. We also are potentially in a bullish W pattern, which is tentatively looking to break out right here, right now. And what history has shown us is that a bullish US dollar index has not been positive for the Bitcoin price. We would much rather see a downtrend in the US dollar index, such as we saw these two times where Bitcoin went on absolutely parabolic runs. This first one here, we saw Bitcoin go from below 1,000 USD up towards 20,000 USD, and this one right right here. We saw Bitcoin go from roughly 4,000 up towards 65,000. Let's get this crypto. Now, if we go back to the Bitcoin chart here, I want to zoom in on the 4-hour time frame and just really show you guys what's going on here. As I stated earlier, we are seeing consolidation here after this impulse move up. I mean, this is good. Obviously, the problem is that we are at a range here where we could see some resistance. I mean, we are seeing resistance, but the fact of the matter is that this is just a stalemate right now. We have attempted to break to the downside several times, only to be gobbled back up by the bulls, and we have attempted to break to the upside several times, only to be shot right back down by the bears. So right now, this is a stalemate zone, and it's very, very difficult to trade here, in my opinion. Tons of whipsaw volatility and chop here. I mean, folks, this type of crazy whipsaw price action, only to be exactly where we were about 2 weeks ago. I mean, this is a whole lot of chop, a whole lot of crazy up and down price action, only to be exactly where we were 2 weeks ago. I mean, this is essentially a trader's worst nightmare if you are playing a tight stop loss strategy, as it's incredibly difficult to stay in a position without being stopped out in either direction. Let's get this crypto. So for me right now, I don't see any immediate trade setup idea for myself here, right? This is more of a wait and watch zone for me right here. We did get the bounce. We got the bullish reaction at this old level of resistance. Great. That's actually a very, very great thing here for the Bitcoin price. The problem is, however, is that right now we are getting our first layer of resistance here. We're very close to this downward sloping trend line, and of course, we still have yet to put in a new macro higher high. So for me right now, I'm going to remain very, very cautious here, folks. As I stated in the introduction, we are right now within the eye of the storm. And the reason that I'm saying that is that just as I pointed out the other day that we were probably going to see an explosive break right out of this little range, right? Either to the upside, which is what happened, or to the downside. I gave that an equal probability chance, right? A 50-50 flip, because we had equal support along the bottom with equal support along the top. So we were likely going to see an explosive rip, and we got it. Now, folks, the interesting part is, since we broke to the upside and not to the downside, what type of reaction are we going to see right here? All right, we are talking about a very large macro pattern here. You have to keep in mind that when we've seen these things play out in the past, they took a very long time to come to fruition and ultimately break down. I mean, from our first top there, it was June of 2019. The breakdown point wasn't till 3 months later in September of 2019. And over here, back in 2018, that top came in February of 2018. We did not break down until November of 2018. All right. So these patterns can take a very long time to play out. You can see this top up here in April of 2021. This next peak here in October of 2021. All right. Essentially 7 months apart. So right now, folks, I mean, these are big patterns. We need to see what happens here. I mean, from a bullish perspective, I would love to see this breakthrough right now and negate this. If we do wind up breaking back down and still respecting this trend line, I mean, it's at that point that all eyes would be focused for me on a bearish retest of this old range down here from basically 31,000 to 29,000. And we all know at that point, if we do test down there, this to me would be an absolute warning shot fired. And it's at that point that we have to start discussing the possibilities of a move down to much lower price levels if this floor is to give way. Let's get this crypto. I hope you are enjoying this realistic analysis here. And if you have enjoyed, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps the channel, so thank you for that. And if you're brand new, welcome to the most must-see Bitcoin analysis show on YouTube, period. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all, as you cannot afford to miss any more of these important Bitcoin updates. Welcome to the channel. And of course, folks, don't lose sight of the fact here that it's very possible that we could be within the complacency range of the market cycle, that we saw our market cycle top already come in. We then had a big drop, and now we are potentially in that complacency range, as you can see on your screen right now. That to me is at least a possibility, right? I'm not saying that's what has to happen. Your prediction, Kirby. No, Stunad, this isn't a prediction. This is looking at a market cycle cheat sheet and saying, hey, there is at least a real possibility / probability here that this is what we're seeing. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying that we have to at least be open to the possibility that if we continue to see this bearish trend line respected and we continue to test back down towards this region here, that 65,000 could have ultimately been the market cycle top. I mean, I personally don't think that that's so unreasonable. It's just that in this space, you guys know, many treat Bitcoin and crypto in general as a cult, right? It's going to the moon, Kirby. I just want my Lamborghini. This space is riddled with get-rich-quick, overnight riches degenerates, folks. Overnight riches degenerates. And they are absolutely rampant in this space. And for whatever reason, talking about realistic analysis, looking at the Wall Street cheat sheet showing that, hey, this thing really went on a parabolic run. We had somewhat of a blow off top here, even more so in the altcoin market. And now we are potentially in the bull trap before we create a descending triangle, just as we have many times throughout Bitcoin's past, to then only break down further. I mean, I don't think that that's that unrealistic. I mean, from a bullish perspective, I hope we rip right up. But if we break down, well, there's always opportunity to the downside as well, right? You just have to understand what to look for and not get caught up in an emotional, biased standpoint. Let's get this crypto. And of course, if you do want to see all of my real-time trade setup ideas, my entry ideas, my potential take profit ideas, everything just like that in absolute real time, as the Don looks to potentially strike gold again, then I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's go. And of course, if you are a current VIP member, you should know by now, but if you don't, my old Telegram was compromised several weeks ago. If you were in the old VIP group, contact me at my new Telegram account, t.me/CryptoKirbyTrading. I will get you back, rather, into the new VIP group. I will confirm and verify that you were in the old group. I will get you in the new one. So if you haven't already, contact me now after this video. And for everybody else, I'll see you in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs. Oh, and before I forget, don't fall for any of the fake Kirby accounts posting down in the comment section. They create fake accounts with a nearly identical username and logo to mine, then they reply to your comments with phone numbers and email addresses trying to get you to contact them. You can see several examples on your screen right now. Do not contact these people. So here's how you can verify that it's my actual real account. It's very simple. When you're watching a video on my channel, my real account will always have a gray nameplate behind my name. I also have a verified checkmark from YouTube. And just to make it even more obvious that it's me, I always leave a creator heart on my comments. Only the channel owner can leave a creator heart. So if you see the heart plus the gray background and the verified checkmark, you know that it's me. If you don't see those things, then it's obviously a fake account. It's as simple as that. They're also creating fake accounts over on Telegram now. So if you are ready to become a VIP, do not go on Telegram and search Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP. You're going to find all fake results. My group is private. When you search that in the search bar, you're getting public results. They're all fake. They're all imposters. So if you're ready to join VIP, the only way to do so is to click the link either in the pinned comment or in the description of my video. If you search for Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP anywhere else, you're going to be getting in contact with a fake. Only use the links in either the pinned comment or the description of my official video. Stay safe and stay smart, my friends. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.